Aisquail, good day, friends. Bonjour, mes amis. Aikwana silumnalha. It's good to see all of you. Quel plaisir de vous voir parmi nous. Here we are together in this magnificent Port Theatre, which sits on the unceded territory and lands of the Nanaimo and the Hulkmeetum-speaking people. We are grateful for this space where we play, work, and live. And today, where we, Nanaimo, we will sing. Excellent. Now is a good time to turn off anything that, beeps, buzzes, whirs, purrs, hoots, toots, hums, strums, cell phones, laptops, tablets, printers. Yes, no printers, we run a tight ship here. And remember that if you try to hide that glowing screen to secretly check, a message from perhaps a new certain someone in your life, there's someone behind you and they're watching, and they're reading, and they're waiting. So just turn it off. So welcome to our show, Made in Nanaimo, where we are celebrating song and partnership with local choirs, local conductors, local arrangers, local musicians, local farmed greens, nope, that's not right, local performers, local producers, technicians, and most importantly, our local homegrown audience. So I need to know, are you ready, Nanaimo? No, I'm afraid I can't start the show with that level of, there's a volume threshold I have to reach, and then I'll count the band in. So, are you ready, Nanaimo? That'll do. All right, are you ready, band?
Yes. Yeah!
Such confidence! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Nanaimo, hub city, nestled by the water. Nanaimo, it's so pretty. The people are so fine. Walk the harbor front, swimming in the ocean, fishing in the bay, hiking in the deep sea. That's the way that we play. Nanaimo, Vancouver Island, it's a lovely place to be.
Nanaimo, Suddaby, un beau coin au bord de l'eau. Nanaimo, oh que c'est beau, vivre ici c'est un cadeau. Bateau sur la mer, randonnée en plein air, culture indigène, les arts de la scène, futur d'aventure. À Nanaimo, on est bien là, sur la côte ouest du Canada.
Nanaimo, hub city, nestled by the water.
Oh, Nanaimo, it's so pretty. People here are fine.
Walk the harbor front, we're swimming in the ocean,
Fishing in the bay, hiking in the deep green.
that's the way that we play. Nanaimo, it's the name of, it's a lovely place to be. Nanaimo, it's the name of,
It's a lovely place.
such a lovely
Oh,
place
it's a lovely place.
to be.
Buwa! Thank you, everybody. Would you please welcome your MCs for this afternoon, Patricia Plumley and Doug Rosman.
The Nanaimo Song, what a wonderful tribute to our beautiful city. Thank you, Joelle and Buwa. This is our opportunity to meet James McRae, the first of the composers whose music you will hear this afternoon. James McRae has lived on Vancouver Island since 1986. He has played with many different musicians and has released several albums. His passion for music defies easy categorization. James is the Vice President of the Nanaimo International Jazz Festival and is responsible for the Sounds of Summer noon-hour concerts in the Old City Quarter.
The Nanaimo Song that you've just heard was written by James in collaboration with lyricist and close friend Dave Clark, who lives in Toronto. This is the first of two songs on today's program that were written by James and Dave. The second one, called Singing On, will close our program today. Here's James talking about his work with Dave on Singing On and what inspires him to compose music.
There I am. And then I got to go back to the other section. Because I really rely on some form of inspiration, you know, when I'm writing a song, and I'm always kind of looking for something for me that feels uplifting and joyous on some level. For the lyric component of the song, I'm basically engaged my friend Dave Clark, who lives in Toronto, who's a very close friend of mine, and I just have an affinity for him. So the lyrics of Singin On, which is really my buddy Dave's domain, you know, he talked about reconciliation. For him, the way that he expressed it was really with another person and trying to reconcile in a dynamic with two people. For me, when a song happens, it's almost like a little bird lands on your shoulder, and then you're inspired. And I personally feel that it's not really anything that I have control over. I'm not the important ingredient in it all. There's like something else that is kind of making it happen.
Much fun, and he's so cheeky. Oh my gosh. What a great way to open our program today. Thank you, Joelle, Buwa, James, Nico, and the band. Let's give them another round of applause. And now I'll say hello. My name is Linda Dyer, and in my capacity as the chair of Nanaimo Sings, I am fortunate to work with a wonderful, multi-talented planning team on behalf of 17 local choirs. After 2 long and very musically silent years, Nanaimo Sings is delighted to return to live performance today. The Port Theatre has provided much appreciated community sponsorship for this program. As well, the City of Nanaimo has also extended valued support, and we are grateful. This program is a celebration of the talent and artistry in our city. Nanaimo Sings choir directors and singers are delighted to be collaborating today with many brilliant Nanaimo composers, arrangers, and solo musicians. In partnership, they will present this concert of choral music that has never before been heard. In fact, last year at this time, this choral music did not even exist. It was made in Nanaimo by Nanaimo musicians. This program is a demonstration of the power of collaborative partnership. From the beginning, Willi Zwozdesky has been our consultant and mentor. Known and recognized internationally, Willi is an award-winning arranger and choral conductor. He is the executive director of the British Columbia Choral Federation and the artistic director of the Vancouver Men's Chorus. We are pleased to have him as a guest conductor today. Please join me in welcoming Willi Zwozdesky.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is a very unique celebration this evening. We're going to be celebrating writers. In fact, we're going to be celebrating arrangers, which is really weird. It's really weird. Arrangers are sort of these people who live undercover. We all know about composers. They write the songs, they write the lyrics, and then we know about the performers. But there's this kind of middle ground of workers, and that's where we live as arrangers. So, as Linda was saying, we are going to enjoy a program of music that has never yet been heard. Probably the easiest way I could describe this is if you've heard a choir sing a Gordon Lightfoot song, you know that somebody got it from Gordon's solo version to the choir version. So that's exactly what we did. So how did this go? Linda asked me to talk a little bit about the process. The process began about 3 years ago during COVID, when choirs were basically forbidden to gather and to sing. And so we all went sort of online, and we worked as much as we could. We did a bit of a song search in Nanaimo with Nanaimo writers. We came up with a tune called Island Ulahe. And we set that tune with a virtual choir. A virtual choir is a group of people who never ever got together in the same room. But when you see them on the video on the Nanaimo Sings website, you're going to think to yourself, wow, those people were amazing. And they were all in the same room. Never. They were never in the same room. Only through the wizardry of technology could we sing together. Anyway, that song search is what kicked us off thinking about, why don't we do this again? Because we had a lot of songs that we couldn't use. And so we did another song search. We got almost 40 titles from writers right here in the vicinity of Nanaimo. Out of those, we selected 8 to build this evening's program. So we start with the composers, of course, because the composers have to submit their work. They have to understand that they're allowing us to do this. They're the copyright holders, and it's only with their permission that we can do this. So we will also be saluting our composer buddies, many of whom I think are in the audience this evening, later on. So we have the composers, and then we have the arrangers, the people who actually turn it into choral music, and then, of course, we need to have some performers. And so what we have are 7 different choirs this evening who have never ever sung together either. They all sing in choirs, but this particular group of people is unique. They will never come together again in this form, and that is true of every choir that is going to take the stage right up until the very end. This is a really super magnificent event, and I'm very, very excited about it, and I know you're going to love it because the music feels like an old friend already because we've been singing it for so long. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to our guides for this evening at this point. Doug Rossman is an educator, an actor. He's a singer in the Tidesman a cappella chorus, and he is the conductor of the Yellow Point Singers, which is a member of Nanaimo Sings. He is joined on stage by his colleague and mine, Patricia Plumley. Patricia is a voice teacher, she's a piano teacher, she's a choral conductor, including conducting A Cappella Plus, many of whom are standing on stage behind me right at this moment. But I think I know her best probably through our connections overseas in Vancouver, where she works as a faculty member at Vancouver Community College. So please welcome Doug and Patricia, and get ready.
There you are. But you know, Trish, Willi doesn't live in Nanaimo, but over the years he's been such an active supporter of Nanaimo Sings that we count him as an honorary member, and we should probably give him the key to the city. I'd suggest, looking at the way he's dressed tonight, I'd suggest G. Sharp.
Moving right along. Singing in Harmony shows Steve Elder's true love of music. Steve grew up in Southern California, playing in the bands Elderlock and the Steve Elder Band. He now lives on Gabriel Island, where he spends his time running with his buddies, recording local musicians, and playing at the local open mics. Steve was affiliated with the Gabriola Singers for many years as a member of a quartet called the Lundsmen. He continues to compose and record, and recently released 3 recordings that can be found on bandcamp.com. Steve has this to say about the creative process that led to Singing in Harmony.
I'm excited because I don't get my stuff done by other people very often, so it's a neat thing for me. The song of mine that you picked kind of embodies that sort of thing, of that vibe of the up-tempo, happy kind of thing. It's kind of a hoedown, you know. The music has got kind of like that barn-raising kind of sound to it. And I was thinking back to when I was growing up. I grew up in Los Angeles, and my mom would take us down to Hollywood to see all the musicals back then. And one of them was Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which is definitely just filled with, you know, Aaron Copland type hoedown kind of stuff. So I usually write the music first and see what kind of words pop into my head as I'm listening to it. And so I was thinking, you know, of happy thoughts, and what would be happy is about, you know, your first love and talking to your girlfriend and listening to the music together kind of thing. So it would seem like an obvious thing to put to music. So that's probably a bit of where that song came from. I sweat blood over the lyrics. The music seems to be kind of the easier part of it for me. I think the music carries itself, so just let it carry you and be joyful about it and have at it, just dig into it.
Singing in Harmony by Steve Elder.
Okay, the really fun part about this song is that you get to join us in the hoedown. And you're gonna get to sing part of the song with us, and the words are, "Oh yeah, singing in harmony." You think you got it? I think so, yes. It sounds like this.
Oh yeah, singing in harmony. Oh yeah, singing in harmony.
Okay, that's it. Now, you get to practice with us. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, singing in harmony. Oh yeah, singing in harmony.
Yes, that's exactly right. So, what's going to happen is at one part of the song, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to ask you to clap. And then I'm going to turn around for a second time and I'm going to get you to sing. And we're going to sing, "Oh yeah, singing in harmony," and we're going to groove. We're going to sing it for a while. It's going to be fabulous. And then I'm going to hold up 2 fingers, and that is the last 2 times you sing Singing in Harmony. Sound good? Okay, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. She turns the radio on when she hears her favorite song. She don't know why the
I've always wanted to do that Letterman thing, you know that. Got that. I've had the pleasure of listening to our next composer on cassette tapes during my 3 boys' childhoods. His music shaped their early years with wonderful stories and healthy virtues. Rick Scott, an award-winning singer, songwriter, and actor, has performed in 11 countries and released 19 recordings. In 2018, Rick received the Nanaimo Cultural Excellence Award, and in 2019 was inducted into the BC Entertainment Hall of Fame Star Walk. Rick became the Goodwill Ambassador for the Down Syndrome Resource Foundation when he wrote Angels Do for his granddaughter, Joëlle, who was born with Down syndrome. Here's Rick talking about his connection with Angels Do.
The inspiration was the birth of my granddaughter, Joëlle, who was born with Down syndrome. And I was trying to find a way that I could fit into her life. And because I'm a musician, it had to be through a song. You know, one of the things that I realized through this song was that I had it all wrong. Right? My notion of what it was to have a disability or to be with someone with a disability was completely wrong. And I was gently and lovingly corrected. And through that song. The first experience I had with Joëlle was in the hospital, and my first impression was that she was an angel. I had this angel in my life now, and my preconceived notion of what an angel was got thrown out the door, and I got Joëlle. And this is not the kind of angel that, you know, sits around on a cloud playing a harp with wings. This is an angel that will show you a truth that you missed. This is an angel that will take you and put you in a world that you didn't know existed. You know, I had this notion that they all had a set of wings, flowing robes that would never cling, played on harps that had at least a dozen strings, and hung around in groups to sing. But you look like an angel to me. So that, and then the celebration of that is the ha-ha yeah part. It's the ha-ha yeah, and that's the part that Joëlle wrote.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ah, yeah, relax, she'd say to me. Angels Do came out of a true thing. Angels Do is a real, it's not, there's no message in it. It's only expressing my enlightenment of the subject. And that's all I got, you know, that is that.
Angels Do, composed by Rick Scott.
last year, the Gabriola Island Singers and the Nanaimo Sings choral community lost a valued member. Joëlle Lund lived a vibrant life filled with a passion for music, politics, family, friends, and world travel. She graduated from Radio and Television Arts program at Ryerson in Toronto, where she grew up. After graduation, Joëlle worked as a rehearsal pianist at the CBC and as an accompanist for touring singers. She met her husband, Gus, at a kibbutz in Israel, and they married in South Rhodesia and lived overseas for 10 years. She and Gus built a boat in South Africa and then sailed to the Caribbean by way of St. Helena. They eventually returned to Canada, finding their way to Gabriola Island, where they settled and raised their 2 sons, Andre and Gary.
After her family, music was Joëlle's love and passion. She gave music lessons and played dinner music at Silva Bay Marina. For a period of time, she collaborated with John Capon to direct the Malaspina Choir. Joëlle became the director of the Gabriola Island Singers in 1983. During the ensuing years, they presented regular concerts to the community and participated in Gabriola's milestone activities.
In 2013, Joëlle received the BC Choral Federation's Herbert Kent Award, given to an individual displaying outstanding commitment and responsibility to choral music through long-term participation in and service to regional choirs and choral singing. Joëlle won the Lieutenant Governor's Sing Me a Song Community Music Award 2 years in a row with her compositions entitled Happy Birthday Canada and Celebrate Canada. On July 1st, 2017, the Gabriola Island Singers performed Joëlle's songs at the citizenship ceremony held at Government House in Victoria. Later that year, Judith Guichon, who was the Lieutenant Governor at the time, visited the Gabriola Island Singers to present Joëlle with a Sing Me a Song trophy.
A consummate musician and prolific composer, Joëlle published a collection of music in 2020. She called it Music by Joëlle Lund, written for the Gabriola Island Singers. Joëlle was a valued member of the Nanaimo Sings choral community. Under her direction, the Gabriola Singers regularly participated in Nanaimo Sings events. She was always interested in the planning for upcoming events and frequently provided accompaniment for them. Joëlle is truly missed and fondly remembered by the Island Singers and the entire Nanaimo Sings community.
Please join me in posthumously acknowledging and thanking Joëlle Lund.
Gary Felgard, a Canadian Country Music Association and Juno Award winner, was born in Rose Valley, Saskatchewan. As a boy in rural Saskatchewan, Gary loved to write songs about the prairies. And as a young man, he worked in the logging industry in BC and performed in bands when he wasn't working as a logger. In 1970, forced by a back injury to quit logging, Gary began to focus exclusively on his music career. Somewhere on the Island was inspired by the threat of loss of old-growth forests. It was a lovely melody, or it has a lovely melody, and a catchy calypso rhythm, but if you listen closely, you will hear a sense of melancholy and a sadness running through it. In Gary's words, this song has a lot of heart. Gary and his wife Lynn make their home on Gabriola Island. As you will see in this video, they are both passionate about the need to protect our forests.
I think back on it now when I wrote the song, it came quite easy, and I think that was because of the logging experience that I had. And my take on it is that if we have to rely on the old growth forest to feed our economy, once it's gone, then we're really in big trouble, because it's gone forever, right? I thought of the line in the song, looking at the old men, all watered-eyed and shaken, still dreaming about the olden days behind their mystic door, when they lived upon the island and never made a footprint. They just barely touched their moccasins upon the forest floor. So they were all over the map, but they never made a mark. And we came along, and boy, did we make a mark.
To me, the last line is important. Look at all the children, the trust upon their faces.
That's in the third verse.
Yeah, because that's the whole point, that we need to save this for the next generation. Wasn't it the mid-'80s when you wrote that song? Maybe even the early 80s.
83, I think so.
Yeah. And
there's a lot of controversy.
It's still
there.
relevant today, you know?
Somewhere on the Island by Gary Felgard.
Look at all these islands, all granite walls and sandstone. See the mighty evergreen standing by the shore. How these waves have pounded down through the ages. Somewhere through eternity has gone forevermore. softly crying. I hear somebody crying. Somewhere on the island. And I hear somebody crying. Someone on the crying. And I hear somebody crying. And I hear somebody crying. Someone softly crying. Somewhere on the
I've been informed that the person that fell is okay. So. Joelle Rabu is widely known and respected as an actor and chanteuse. We are delighted to welcome her today. True Love is another song that was made in Nanaimo. The music was written by Nanaimo composer J. Douglas Todd, with words by John Gray, the playwright of Billy Bishop fame. It was performed by Joelle in 1984 at her first ever live concert held at Malaspina University during the inaugural season of Shakespeare Plus, now known as Theatre One. Joelle is joined today by a group of background singers from the Nanaimo Sings choir. Please welcome Joelle Rabu.
Well, it never did run smooth. War and death and sickness make it tough. And that's the truth. But when your daddy, he weds you to someone you despise, and when your daddy, he treats you like a piece of merchandise, oh hell, to choose your love by someone else's eyes. For true lovers, it's crying time for sure. Let me hear you sing. True love, true love, true love will find a way. True love, true love, true love will save the day. Swift as the shadows hidden by the light, brief as lightning flashing in the middle of the night. For true love can be swallowed by the jaws of history. So daddy, please be kind now, don't take my love from me. 'Cause when your daddy, he makes you stand and curse your destiny. True lovers, it's crying time for sure. Let me hear you sing it, here we go! True love, don't you know? True love will find a way. Well, listen, hear that man play. True love, true
war and death and sickness make it tough.
And that's the truth.
But when your daddy, he weds you to someone you despise, and when your daddy, he treats you like a piece of merchandise, oh hell, to choose your love by someone else's eyes. For true lovers, it's crying time for sure. Let me hear you sing it with me. True love, true love, true love will find a way. Oh, daddy, hear what I say. Oh, true love will save the day. One more time for good luck, yeah. Oh, true love will find a way. Oh, daddy, hear what I say. True love will save the
Thank you so much, Joelle. Bruce Garish writes and performs his own distinctive brand of catchy, curious, and heartfelt songs that celebrate a diversity of musical styles appealing to people of all ages and backgrounds. Living in New Orleans as a young man, Bruce cut his musical teeth on Louisiana's rich musical tapestry of jazz, Cajun, and New Orleans R&B. His interest in country music was inspired by Hank Williams. After his time in New Orleans, Bruce further developed his style during stints in Alabama, San Francisco, and more recently, Vancouver, BC. He now lives in Nanaimo, where he owns and operates Cozy Shack Productions. Bruce works as a solo performer and with his alter ego projects, the Shinolas, the Hopeless Romantics, and the Wingin' Boys.
Hi, I'm Bruce Garish, and it's my honor to have one of my songs called Tonight being turned into a choral arrangement, and it's just outstanding product of the song, because I never thought of that when I began it, of course. I think typically songwriters will write kind of in isolation because, it's kind of tentative and you don't really want anybody to hear it until you think you've got it somewhere. This particular song, everybody says, "Oh, did you have somebody, that was away?" And I said, "No, it was just sort of the idea that I had of being apart from somebody and still trying to maintain some sort of a connection." In the storyline of this song, it happens to be a flashlight, which is kind of ridiculous, but it's it's just kind of a romantic notion, I think, that this guy's, communicating with his flashlight up into the sky and hoping somehow or another his message gets across. It was written during a time I was doing an album of mine. It was kind of right at the end of the recording process, and I just came up with it kind of in the studio, to be honest with you, and I kind of flushed it out from there. For songwriters, songs are like your children, and once they're grown and you finish them, then they're on their own to a large degree. my first concern with it was that, oh, well, maybe somebody else has used that title, but I think even if you have similar title, songs stand on their own depending on the song. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the live presentation.
Tonight, composed by Bruce Garish. selection, Colliery, was composed by Trish Horrocks. Lyrics were written by Andrea Leroux. The Colliery Dams are 2 lakes in South Nanaimo that were originally built to power the mining industry. They have transformed over the years into iconic recreation spots for swimming, strolling, and fishing enjoyed by many people throughout the year. Trish Horrocks is a composer, arranger, and teacher. She is the founder and co-conductor of 2 local community string ensembles, including Fidelium, the award-winning young fiddle group that will accompany the singers on this song. There are 13 young fiddle players aged 12 to 17 in this ensemble, and they were recently nominated for the 2023 Canadian Folk Music Award. The winners will be announced on March 31st. We wish them good luck.
Andrea Leroux, the lyricist for Colliery, balances her time between being the musical director at St. Peter's Catholic Church, a community-based occupational therapist, and a mother. In 2014, she released an album entitled Hymns for Her, which she produced in collaboration with, among others, Rick Scott, Valley Hennell, and Nico Rhodes. Trish was inspired to write Colliery one summer day as she watched her children playing in the water. She was struck by how quickly they had grown up and how her role as a parent had changed. Wrapped up with that was the fact that at the time, Colliery Park was at risk, that this beautiful park was likely going to change and not be the same in the future. She was feeling nostalgic as she walked home that day.
As I walked home, the melody came to me, and so I sang it into my iPhone, and I got home and I wrote it down, and that's how Colliery was written.
And you wrote it originally for?
The fiddle.
The fiddle.
Yes.
And so I have a very small part in this song, basically as a scribe for all the things that Trish shared about her experience at Colliery. Trish, I think this could be turned into a vocal piece because I was a beginner fiddle player. I was learning this song on fiddle and I just loved it, but I could sing it way better than I could play it. So we sat together and we looked at photos from her time at Colliery. I had that feeling of a place that is timeless, that you just appreciate so much and you never want it to change, just like your children, but you know that all of that is changing. So that's how the lyrics came on board. Thinking about a special place for you, and it's happy, sad, right? It's appreciation. It's a deep appreciation for life and for now, and an awareness of, which is a little bit sad, on how things do change. And I think that I was thinking of when I sang this song is that balance of letting go and being right here.
Like music is such a visceral connector of people and community. For me, what I really love about community connection like Nanaimo Sings is that it's people from all walks of life. It's people of all singing backgrounds and musical training and people at all stages in their life who for just a few moments are breathing together, right? And who are vibrating together, and that's a place like Colliery. That connecting of communities is, I think, the most important part of our life. And music's a big part of that.
Colliery, music by Trish Horrocks, lyrics by Andrea Leroux, accompanied by Fidelium. I'm now very pleased to welcome Buwa to the stage to sing Resist. Writing and performing music is a large part of Buwa's life. When he wrote Resist, his intention was to write the ultimate love song that everyone can relate to express what true love means to him. When Buwa is not doing music, he works as a bank manager and enjoys playing games and reading fiction for leisure. Buwa is joined on his solo by a group of background singers from the Nanaimo Sings choirs. Please welcome Buwa.
It is too good to be true. The crazy things you do, and have got me so confused. Is this real love? And I've tried to run away, tried to run away from your face. When I'm overwhelmed, overwhelmed by shame. And deep in the darkest night, I see myself shining bright. There's nowhere that I can hide away from you. I can't resist you, no. I can't resist you, no. I can't resist your love. When I try to fight it, I'll find that I cannot fight it, yes, no. I can't resist your love. I have nothing to give except this life I live, and that you give yourself for free, and I never, never want you to leave me. Deep in the darkest night, I see myself shining bright. There's nowhere that I can hide away from your love. I can't resist you, no. I can't resist you, no. I can't resist your love. When I try to fight it, I'll fight that I cannot fight it, yes, no. I can't resist your love. I can't resist your love. I can't resist your love. When I try to fight it, I'll find that I cannot fight it, yes, no. I can't resist your love. Oh, can't resist your love.
Thank you so much, Buwa. Buwa is also the composer of the Made in Nanaimo choral arrangement you are about to hear now. Buwa is Nigerian-born and has been living in Canada since 2016. Musically, he draws influences from, among others, the late Whitney Houston and Billy Porter. Buwa is a soul artist with pop and R&B influences. He is also a storyteller for whom music has always been an important means of self-expression. Buwa uses his music and talents to change the way the world sees Africa. Here's Buwa talking about his composition, Love is Love.
I was coming from work one day and thinking about my relationship, and I just realized that it's great to be with someone who I love and there are no restrictions. And I thought about my friends who are in the same scenario. So I want to write a song to celebrate, the different kinds of love from different kinds of people, male, female, black, white, tall, short, whatever you are. Love is love, and I just want to write a song to celebrate that. Think about the people in your life that you love and who have been with you forever. It could be a partner, a best friend, a family member, but that person that you hold dearly who, as you've grown through life, they've grown with you and you keep learning things about them, but also about people who have love that if they weren't in a safe space, would not be able to express and enjoy that love. And I know those two feelings are pretty opposite, but that's really where I came from writing the song. There's the happiness part of it too, but it's also the fact that there are people who cannot enjoy their love, but it's still love regardless of what people elsewhere might call it or deem it to be. So I want them to convey those emotions through the song. I'm just overwhelmed, that's all it is. I'm really, really overwhelmed and excited, and I hope that the singers take time to look at the lyrics and interpret, at least sing with the emotion that I was hoping to convey. But I want to hear what they come up with.
Okay.
So yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Love is Love, composed by Buwa. Now it's my pleasure to turn things over to our collaborative partner and guest conductor, Willi Zwozdesky.
Thank you very much. At this point in time, we're actually going to turn our attention to the introductions of some of our composers and some of our arrangers who are here this evening. So if I could just ask to have the house lights brought up. And as they're doing that, I think we should all just put our hands together for the amazing technical expertise of these people here at the Port Theatre. Thank you. know the composers, the people whose original ideas all of this music was, and isn't this fabulous music? Yeah, exactly. We're going to just do them in show order, okay? So the first tunes that we heard were from our drummer, James McRae. Mr. McRae, would you please stand? Very, very lovely. In the audience, I hope we have Steve Elder. Steve, are you with us tonight? There he is, Steve Elder. Awesome. I think also in the audience we have the inimitable Rick Scott. Rick, are you here? There he is. Equally inimitable, Gary Fjellgaard. Are you here with us this evening? Gary. There he is. I've never seen these people in the flesh. I've only ever seen you on the videos. But I feel like we're friends. Also in the audience, I think we have Bruce Garish. Bruce, are you? There you are, right there. I think Trish might be behind me. Trish, are you behind me somewhere? There she is, Trish Horrocks. And I know that Andrea Lheureux is with her back there, I think. Andrea? Okay, and then finally the man we just heard from a minute ago, Buwa. Are you back there? Buwa. Very quickly, so then that was the original cast, and now we have the middle ground guys, those weirdos who like to arrange other people's music. But without whom we would not have had our evening tonight. I think Trish, you're with us still. Trish arranged her own song. I had a great time actually working with all of these people. I think Kenton Willems is out here. Are you there, Kenton? There he is, Kenton. Also in the band is Patrick Courtin. Patrick. And then finally, to complete this little love fest, Nico Rhodes. And just while we have your attention, also in the band, but not yet introduced, we have Drake Shoemaker on bass. Drake. And we have Larry Miller on sax and flute. There you go. Thank you all. So as was said earlier, everybody up on these stages is a member of some choir, and those choirs don't happen by accident. So can I invite all of the conductors, please, of the Nanaimo Sings choir to come and stand here in front of the choir. Yes, exactly. Back to work. Slackers. Okay, so it's my pleasure to introduce to you a song. You get to sing again. Isn't that exciting? And this isn't in the script, but I think we need the house lights because you have to read from your program. So can we get the house lights back up for this next number? So in the very center page of your program, at the very bottom on the right-hand side, in script that is too tiny for anybody living to read, is a little tune called Sing Together. So I have to tell you that just the act of us being in this room, being able to sing together, that was taken away from us. And we need to sing together. Okay. I'm going to teach you what you can't actually see. The words are pretty simple. Raise your voice, open your heart, and sing together. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I'm really confident. What is a C over there? Okay, so sing after me. Raise your voice. Try that.
Raise your voice.
Open your heart.
Open your heart.
And sing together.
And sing together.
You've learned it. Memorize. Can I get you to stand and join us at eye level, please, for this big, huge sing-along? Are you ready?
that you are better when we sing together. Raise your voice and let it out. Open your heart and let it in. Never forget that you are better when we sing together. Raise your voice and let it out. Open your heart and let it in. Never forget that you are better when we sing together. Raise your voice and let it out. Open your heart and let it in. Never forget that you are better when we sing together. Raise your voice and let it out. Open your heart and let it in. Never forget that you are better when we sing together.
Good job. Good job. So that tune is on the British Columbia Choral Federation's website, written and created by your very own Nico Rhodes here in Nanaimo. And the Choral Federation is making this available through Nico's good graces to the entire globe. We've got ukulele orchestras playing Sing Together. I'm not kidding. We've got it all going on. So please go to the website, grab the music, take it home, take it to church, take it to temple, take it wherever you want, and sing together. All right, thanks. Woo!
about some good things, shall we? Celebrate.